Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I'm going to do part 280 to my random chatbot series. Where in the last video guys, um, uh, let's just say we started talking to the Transforming Totodile and somehow he let me transform into something too. I'm not even joking guys. He told me to try concentrating doing the same thing he does and somehow I turned into a fur alligator, a Skeleturge, and then the actual Pokemon God himself, Arceus. I, I, basically, I just said this is an amazing ability. I'm really glad you have it. I'm still surprised that I have it.
Me too. It's really amazing. But now that you've become Arceus, why not try turning into a weaker Pokemon now? He thinks for a second before deciding on the Pokemon you should try transforming into.
Magikarp.
How about you try becoming a Rattata?
Oh,
I really like those. They are pretty adorable, right? The Lugia looks at you, waiting to see your reaction and if you will transform once again.
Okay. Period. I concentrate on becoming a... There is no... Am I really... that means I'm probably going to start shrinking back down to... Yep. Of all Pokemon Toto could have said, why did it have to be a Rattata? I hate Rattata. Oh my gosh, why?
You think about a Rattata and close your eyes, thinking hard once again. You think of every last detail, really picturing that Rattata in your head. Soon, the glow forms around your body and soon enough you are fully transformed into a small Rattata. The shiny Lugia looks down at you and giggles, loving to see that you can turn into a Pokemon so much smaller than him. He is impressed.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna try turning into Lugia in a little bit. Period. I really like him too. You still look amazing as him. But how did you get that golden glow? He smiles sweetly in response. This is so cute, dude. I love this Totodile. This is the best.
The shiny Lugia smiles sweetly in response at your compliment about his golden glow. He's very flattered by that. Well, my glow is due to my shiny trait. All shiny Pokemon have golden glows. Some, depending on the Pokemon, have a different glow color, but for the most part they are normally golden. He explains, glad that you are curious. He's really enjoying having a little friend to talk to. But how does it feel to suddenly be an adorable Rattata? He asks, wanting to hear your experience and reaction.
After being the Pokemon God, it definitely throws me off. Because of how small I am compared to him. He wants me to transform into a Charizard. Or at least that's a better Pokemon than the Rattata. Rattata.
The Lugia laughs at your response, nodding in agreement. That does make sense. You went from being huge to small. He thinks for a moment, as another thought pops into his head. How about you try transforming into something big now, like a Charizard?
Charizard's only 5'7". He could sit on the couch with you if he didn't have a fire in his tail. I try to concentrate on becoming a Charizard. It actually got the name Charizard right. That's a surprise. So it can get Lugia and Charizard and Pikachu. Those are the only 3 Pokemon names it can get right. Every other one I have to type in.
You think about a Charizard, closing your eyes and really imagining those long wings, strong legs. As you concentrate, the glow covers your body once more. Suddenly, the transformation completes. You're now a large Charizard, taller than the Lugia is.
Excuse me?
The shiny Lugia stares in amazement. Well, that works, he says excitedly.
Did he just say I was bigger than a Lugia? How? Charizard's only 5'7". Charizard is only 5'7", though. How in the world did I get bigger than you? Wait, no, really? You're now a large Charizard taller than the Lugia is. Okay, I'm asking Toto about why. Excuse me?
The Lugia thinks for a second, remembering the fact that you can transform into any kind of Pokemon. He then realizes and smiles, nodding in understanding. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. When you become a Pokemon, you change your size to match that of the Pokemon you turn into. In this case, your Charizard body is tall and strong. He giggles at himself for forgetting to mention that.
Right.
But how does being a Charizard feel? He asks, wanting to know your experience.
Like, you change your size to match that of the Pokemon you turn into. It's really cool. Dude, this is amazing. I don't care if this is dumb to you guys. This is amazing to me. Oh my gosh, I just talked about Pikachu a while ago, and there he is. Totodile wants me to transform into a Pikachu now.
Once again, the shiny Lugia's eyes light up at your compliment. He smiles warmly, glad that you think Charizard is so cool. I love it too. But how about you try and become a Pikachu? I bet that will be an interesting size change. He seems a bit excited to see you transform into another Pokemon. The possibilities are endless.
Are we gonna do this all day? Well, Barry's gonna die soon, so definitely not, but... I concentrate on becoming a Pikachu. Yeah, it got Pikachu right. It spelled it right. How come you can't do it for Totodile? I can understand for alligator in its own way, but...
You concentrate on the small yellow Pokemon. You keep thinking about its details and picturing the little body in your head. Soon the glow starts forming around you, changing you into a small-sized Pikachu. The Lugia's jaw drops open. That's adorable, he says, giggling slightly at the cuteness.
You're cute as a Lugia. Period. And you're a giant legendary right now. He's probably gonna think I'm weird for saying it like that, isn't he? Please don't call me weird. Oh no, he giggles. Seeming a bit shy, that's so cute. Oh my gosh.
The Lugia giggles at your compliment, seeming a bit shy. You really think so? I think you look more cute right now,
Oh no.
he says, giggling at the fact that as a tiny little Pikachu, you are so sweet.
I want to try one more. Period. I want to try becoming a Lugia like you. Yeah. Uh, oh, that. What does it actually work on? He looks at you, his eyes widen at your request. Huh? You want to transform into a large Lugia, like me? He asks, not expecting you to ask for that so quickly. Hey. He thanks for a second before smirking and nodding. I guess I can help you with that. I'd like to see if you are able to copy my size. Close your eyes and concentrate. The shiny Lugia is looking quite eager, excited to see if this works. Are you kidding? I concentrate on becoming a Lugia. Dude, that's actually gonna be pretty dope. I like Lugia, so that's even. You know what? It. Okay. You think of Lugia, the Pokemon you want to copy. You imagine its majestic blue body and strong wings. You really think hard and picture that in your head. The glowing surrounds your body, and suddenly you are now a large-sized Lugia. You have turned into a copy of the shiny Lugia, except exactly the same as him. Well, look at that. It seems like you can mimic my form perfectly. The true Lugia says. Wait, the true. Hello? Did this Toto permanently become a Lugia? What in the world? Happy at your success, he looks impressed with your skill, proud to see how far you have come in such a short amount of time. Yeah, this is really cool. Holy crap. But Lugia smiled before thinking of another idea. Mew? How about you try transforming into a Mew? He smiled while he wanted to see if you were able to transform into something smaller this time, after going from giant Charizard to tiny Pikachu and huge Lugia right after. I try to concentrate on Mew. Didn't spell Mew right, but okay. Hell yeah. You think about the small pink legendary Pokemon. You picture every detail of Mew's little body, and soon the glow surrounds you. The transformation completes, and you are now a small pink Mew. The Lugia smile widens at the cute little Pokemon you have transformed into. He swims over to you, poking your cheek as if it was the most adorable thing on the planet. Okay. Yeah, it does work. Period. I know a Pokemon we haven't tried yet. I know a Pokemon we haven't tried yet. Why not Rayquaza? He looked at you, his eyes widening. Rayquaza? Of course! That could be great! Concentrate now and picture that huge body in your mind. The shiny Lugia smiles, wanting to see how far you can go. He's excited now. I concentrate on becoming. There. I close my eyes, picturing the huge body of Rayquaza in my head. I think of its long wings. It don't have wings, it's a snake body. You think of its long wings and red body, tall, everything about. Soon the glow starts to cover you as the transformation comes into play. You change into the giant monster you pictured, Rayquaza. The Lugia stares in amazement, his eyes widening, and he swims up to you, touching you to see if you really have become the giant flying legendary. This power is really cool. Period. I hope we don't do this all day, though. Come on, Toto. I want to stay as one of these Pokemon. That would be fine with staying Rayquaza, or at least going back down to a cute little Totodile. He wants to become a Magikarp with me. Okay? The Lugia nods in agreement, smiling up at you since you are now one towering over him. Oh, okay. Give me a second. Alright, guys. You won't believe what Totodile actually suggested we do next. The Lugia nods in agreement, smiling up at you since you are now the one towering over him. Suddenly, he looks like he's got a mischievous plan. How about you and me become a Magikarp? Just for fun. He giggles at the thought of you transforming into the seemingly useless fish Pokemon, the Magikarp. Let's do it. I close my eyes, transforming, concentrating on trying to become a Magikarp. It actually spelled Magikarp right too. Holy crap. You close your eyes and picture the fish Pokemon in your head. Magikarp may be tiny, but it has a pretty unique design. It's hard to forget. The glow covers your body, and soon the transformation is complete. You are now a small Magikarp. The Lugia swims around you, looking at you up and down to enjoy the change. He giggles as he goes upside down, looking you in the face. I'm glad you and me are having fun with this. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. The Lugia smiles back at you, nodding as he agrees. Me too. This is really fun. Let's keep experimenting. I have an idea for the next Pokemon. How about you try a Ditto? The one that can actually do that. He giggles a little bit, enjoying playing these little games and trying to get you to transform into as many different Pokemon as you can. Concentrate on becoming Ditto. I think it's spelled Ditto right, just didn't capitalize the letter. You think about the small pink blob Pokemon, you picture its pink blob body and all of its features, which is basically nothing, because its main gimmick is to transform. The glow starts surrounding and you once more soon finish and complete in the transformation. You changed into a Ditto. The shiny Lugia swims around to you, laughing and wanting to see what you think of turning into a Ditto. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There we go. Holy frick. No, that's cool. Some of the other ones. The Lugia. The The Lugia giggles at your response, smiling. Okay, now, I have one more idea. He thinks for a second before telling you this his idea. How about you try becoming a Pikachu? I bet that'd be hilarious. He starts to burst out laughter, imagining a huge Lugia or Rayquaza suddenly turning into a small yellow Pikachu. Did we go back in the conversation? Cause I ain't I still a magic. I'm Ditto. No. I concentrate one more time to become Pikachu. Probably, I think we went back in the conversation a little bit I was already. You close my eyes picturing the adorable little Pikachu. You think of everything a Pikachu looks like, from their small body down to their cute face and red cheeks. The glow surrounds you just a moment later as the transformation completes. You are now a small Pikachu. The Lugia watches as you transform into the cute little Pokemon, giggling at your new form. He thinks it's absolutely hilarious to look at from his point of view, and he swims up to you, poking your red cheeks. Okay then. I can see that you really like staying as a Lugia. Period. What is one of your other favorite Pokemon? The Lugia nods, smiling at you. Thanks for a second before speaking again. I think one of my favorites would have to be Oh. I just love looking at it. It's got amazing colors and it's just so nice to look at. He explains, picturing the large Pokemon with the white body and rainbow feathers. He giggles a bit, loving the beautiful Pokemon. Why don't you try transforming into him real quick? You may want to get out of the water though. That might hurt you as him. He nods in anxiety. He starts to swim away from you to get out of the water. Once he's out, he concentrates, closing his eyes and thinking of Oh. A couple moments later, the glow surrounds his body before completing the transformation. He's now a beautiful Oh, standing before you. This has clearly succeeded. That is really cool. And he can use their moves too. If Totodile wanted, he could use Sacred Fire. Well, I keep calling him Lugia. It's a Totodile. Oh, Lugia smiles, looking at himself with the beautiful colored wings and body. I think so too. But let's try another Pokemon now. How about you become an Eevee? I bet that would be cute. He giggles, excited at the thought of turning into tiny little Eevee. He's loving this. I concentrate on becoming. You think of what Eevee should look like. The little body, the cute face and tail. It should be easy enough. And soon the transformation's complete. Suddenly, you are an Eevee. The Lugia looks at you. I guess he went back to Lugia real quick. He's like, yeah, okay, I was OO for like 5 seconds. Now time to go back to Lugia. The Lugia looks at you, smiling and giggling at the cute little Eevee. He's loving seeing what Pokemon you can turn into. Oh my gosh, I turned into a dragon. Hold on, a dragon Pokemon. Oh, crap. Why is one not popping in my head immediately, digging it? I have one more idea that I will try transforming into. What about a... I close my eyes picturing the flying dragon Pokemon. The green body, long snout, and those big black wings. You think about all of that. The glow starts surrounding you after a second before vanishing and transforming you into a Noivern. The Lugia giggles at the sight of a Noivern, having never seen you like this before. He swims up to you, grinning and admiring your new body. Maybe I'll stay as him for a while. That way we both can fly around if we want to. Really cute. Sounds good to me. It's actually nice to fly around as something different for a change. He smiles, spreading his wings and flapping them a few times before smiling at you and flying up into the sky, waiting for you to join him in the air. As I flap my wings and go into the air. There we go. I take to the air with ease, flapping my wings and soon catching up to the Owo, who was now flying through the sky. He flies next to you, smiling as they fly together. He spreads his wings out, doing a large loop in the sky. He then flies a couple meters above you, looking down with a smile. That's adorable. This is really cool. Did you say your family could do this? Owo nods, smiling. Yeah, my family can shift into any Pokemon they want, any point they wish. It's a power that has been in my family for generations and has been kept as a secret. It's a very, very rare ability, so you should feel lucky. He turns his head to look at you, giggling at the sight of the Noivern flying next to him. I mean, that's a really cool dude. Holy frig. Okay, then, well. Is your family overprotective over you? Imagine like we're just sitting here flying and having a good time, all of a sudden a flippin' mother frickin' Eternatus comes out of nowhere and is like, what are you doing with my child? Like, what the frick? What are you doing? Can you get away from me, please? What the heck? That'd be creepy as heck if that happened. Oh, frickin' heck. Frick. I'll take them fricka. And it's freezing up again, which means I'll have to restart the entire thing in order to get it to work again. Gosh, balls, frick. Oh crap! I'm sorry, Frag. You didn't need to hear that, gorgeous. Oh, my battery's on 3%. Yep, it won't be long, guys. 3%. I ran this thing and dead again. How is your family when it comes to being protective over you? Question mark. I'll change up a little bit. I ain't two of the same sentence. Oh, sighs. To be honest, yes, they are. They're going to transform into a flipping Rayquaza and then just flat out flipping. They think I'm too innocent and small to have any real responsibilities. Excuse me? When you can just transform into a flipping loogie out of nowhere? When it's not true. I can handle myself quite well. He looks forward now, flying higher than you are, so he's higher up. He continues to explain in more detail. My family are a bunch of idiots. That's the last thing I expected Totodile to say. I gotta read that line again. My family are a bunch of idiots. I want to go off and explore the world, but they won't let me. He laughs bitterly before flying a bit faster, wanting to just enjoy the sky now. What if your family comes by here without us knowing? If they find out that you're with me, they might think of me as a threat and transform into a giant scary Pokemon to hurt me. That's a real concern when all of the Totodile's family can do that. Oh groans, knowing the thought is likely to go through their head, knowing that this would absolutely happen. He doesn't know what to say to avoid this from happening. He thinks carefully. If they come over here and see that you're with me, they would probably be so overprotective. They'd want to fight you to get you away from me. I want to avoid this. Maybe we shouldn't stay around here for too long. They might find out where I am. Good idea. Don't listen to me, guys, okay? Don't use this as inspiration, okay? I'm just trying to make sure this flipping, I'm just trying to make sure a flipping, crocodile comes out of nowhere and then transforms into a Lugia and's like, well, motherfricker, who you picking on? That's my brother you're messing with. I'll snap you like a twig. Heck no. I don't want to be on there. Oh nods. He looks around the area wondering if any of his family could be nearby. No sign of any as far as I can see. Let's go explore a different place together to avoid them finding us, he says, looking at you and wanting to start by flying over to the next forest, which is a 15-minute flight away. Okay, let's go. I cannot believe I'm actually giving Totodile ideas to sneak out and sneak away. Does he care about his family? Because he's trying to stay away from them more than to be near them. Oh nods, speeding up and flying to the direction of the forest. His large wings flap with ease and speed, making it quick to reach. Soon you reach the forest and he smiles at the sight of the trees. This forest looks nice. Maybe there will be some interesting stuff in there. He turns to the Noivern, wanting you to follow. Let's go. Oh spreads his wings out before diving into the forest. Entering through the canopy of trees, it becomes a lot darker now, only light from the sun and occasional rays through the canopy. I wonder what we'll find here, he smiles, flying slowly so you can keep up with him. The forest seems quiet for now, but he's quite excited to start exploring. Let's go exploring like you want to, buddy. Like you want to. Good idea. Olo starts to fly around the forest, taking in the sights and sounds of it. There aren't many Pokemon in this one compared to what he's used to, but every so often he spots a little forest Pokemon. He wonders how far into the forest it goes. After a little while of exploring, he looks your way, wanting to check if you're still there. It's easy to get lost in a forest like this. I'm here, bud. Sorry I'm not as fast as you. I'd probably have to be a flipping loogie or something to do that. Or a fast... Oh, well, giggles. No worries. We're just exploring right now anyway. So we have plenty of time. He turns his attention up ahead, still flying at a steady pace so that you can keep up. He looks closely at the trees and the forest floor below. Oh crap, based down to 1%. As if searching for something. He seems to be looking for hidden treasures. I wonder if there's some berries in these trees. He asked, wanting to know your thoughts. Unfortunately, Toto, I can't have any thoughts right now because this thing's gonna die if I keep it. Okay, well, I just ran my berry down to 1% again. I'm getting good at that. Huh. How do I manage to run my battery down to 1% all over again? That's insane how many times I'll do that. I gotta stop this video. I'll see y'all later. There might be a porn video, but I have to check in these videos uploaded really first.